get to some history about the river. First of all, do you all know that you're on a real river? No? You are. Do y'all know the name of this river? Excellent, gold stars for you. If you forget, we wrote it right here for you. Rio San Antonio. The reason, y'all, that we are named for the river is because of the Spanish. They found this river on June 13th, and in the Catholic calendar, that's the feast day of St. Anthony, so the river got called San Antonio. That is San Antonio right there, if you guys wanted to see him. That's who the statue is on the right-hand side. San Antonio de Padua. After they named the river, the Spanish left for like a good 40 years, but they never forgot about this spot, and they came back and they started building missions here. We have 5 missions here. Who knows the oldest mission in San Antonio?
The Alamo.
Very good. It's the Alamo. And the Alamo, y'all, was named Mission San Antonio. Mission San Antonio de Valero was named for the river. City was named for the mission. And that's the very abbreviated history of the city right there. The rest of this tour, we're just going to cruise. On the topic of the river, though, I want y'all to look over to the left-hand side, because you will see a very big waterfall here. You've probably already seen this one. This is not the only one we have on the river. We have a ton of them. And what they do, guys, is act as pump systems that circulate and aerate the water. Years ago, we cut the river off at its source. It didn't flow natural anymore. And those just help to keep everything moving so that it didn't go stagnant. And we can keep life in here. There's a lot of fish in the river. We have over 30 different kinds of fish. And we have crawfish. And we have turtles. And we have snakes. Snakes, big ones. Did you ever see anaconda? It's a lot like that. They're not big snakes. Nice. We do have all those things in the river. You cannot fish in the river. He was asking about that. There's a $500 fine that goes with fishing in the river. So I don't think that the fish we have in here is worth that. You guys might want to find another spot to go fishing. Oh, hey, look over to the left-hand side, y'all. This is one of our taxi boats here. See the checkered flags on the back? Taxi boats, guys, don't do tours the way that I do a tour. You see when we're in a bike. They do let you get on and off the boat wherever you want. So if you want to ride again, but you don't want to do this, jump on one of those. When you see them, just yell at them. They'll stop picking you up anywhere. Till 9, just like us. Everything stops at 9. We're kind of late like that. Now, I know I told you guys that this was a natural river. You should know that over the years we have added a couple sections to it. So we built a couple pieces, and y'all, we're in one right now. In fact, everything from this footbridge behind us is all a man-made section of the river. And we built it for our World's Fair in '68. San Antonio had a World's Fair. It's called the Hemisphere. 7 million people showed up. So to get them all back and forth from the Riverwalk to where we built the fairgrounds, they dug out that channel, they brought out these boats, and they ferried everyone back and forth. Our fair was very rushed. We only had 2 years notice before it hit town, but in those 2 years they were able to add a lot of new things down here. And I think the best story that came out of the Hemisphere was when they built the Hilton right here on our left. This is the Hilton Palacio del Rio Hotel, the Palace of the River. Just like to say that kind of zesty. That one, y'all, was finished about 3 days before the fair got to town, which is cutting it incredibly close, but they were happy it got done. 2 years in advance, they hired someone to build this, and he never did it. He kept putting it off until there was about 10 months left to go before the fair, and he walked on the project. By that point in time, every room to that had already been booked, all 500 of them, and y'all, it was a bad situation. They were trying to find someone to build it, and the only guy to volunteer was H.B. Zachary, who told him, I'll do it in time for the fair, I'll do it under budget, or the hotel will be free. Got it done with 3 days to spare and got in the Guinness Book of World Records. Hilton was the fastest built hotel of its size. 202 days, 500 rooms, 7.5 months, start to finish. That's all it took. Let me tell you how it's still standing. I'll tell you guys how he did it, and you'll see it right away. There was 2 crews building this, right? Only the first 4 floors and the elevator shafts going up the middle were built on the Riverwalk.